Welcome back to another episode of Stuck in the Middle, the Couch Talk. I'm here joined by lovely, lovely guests. You know it's ladies' night, so we had to have the wine hour. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, how y'all doing tonight?
We're doing great.
Listen, how you feel?
That was very weak.
No, we're
Ladies,
doing great.
great.
We're great. Listen, how you feel?
Valentine's Day just passed.
Dang.
You all were just living your best life. Who had a Valentine's Day here?
I have both.
You had both? Valentine's Day and
Oh, you had
No,
I don't even know. She can't find her husband. She had both. She had a Valentine's and a.
I didn't call my husband.
She said what she said. You can take it back.
Angie, wow, already?
What she said. You heard it. You heard it? Oh,
I heard it.
Me. I was right here.
I heard it.
I heard
She
it.
said I have both.
Yeah,
I heard
both.
it. I didn't have a Valentine's.
I
Swear.
hope you enjoyed yourself.
Valentine's.
Do not come and kill yourself. Enjoyment.
Valentine's.
It's okay. We'll talk about it offline.
But here, we're back. But first, let me get into a few things. I'm your host, Sir Charles, aka Capo. You know what I'm saying? Reflex, the producer, is here. Yo, we got lovely guests. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get to them in a minute. But first, to our sponsors. Be sure to visit SitM Podcast.com. Make sure you cop some merch. Visit the blog section, and be sure to visit all things Stuck in the Middle. Subscribe, like, and comment, and share and repost. All right. But now, off to my guests. We got Tutu Baby back in the building.
I'm here.
Woo-hoo.
What one?
This is what, your second couch talk?
It is.
It is. It's been a minute since you've been on the channel. You know, but we got some things coming. We in the works, but Back.
And better, you know.
back and better. We got the Queen of Ghana in the building.
Oh Lord.
What? Let me rephrase. One half of the Queen of Ghana. One half. Because the other Queen of Ghana, she moved to Chicago. I won't say her name. But Queen Akua, you all may know her as Angie.
You said it properly. You said it properly.
Of course, Queen Akua.
No.
Akua?
No, it's Aquia. That sounds like a disease. Isn't it Aquia? Yeah. Yeah, she even said, what is Aqua?
I'm gonna just stick to Angie.
Aqua.
Angie.
Aqua.
Angie.
Yo, don't go to Ghana.
You can just get in this claim and be like, damn, I'm getting her name.
Well, I'm
So
Kofi.
go ahead.
Don't worry, I was born
But
on
you said it
Friday.
right. But me, you want to butcher it? Aqua.
I was born on Thursday. What does that mean?
Oh, I'm a yeah. I was born on Thursday too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah was
yeah.
the guy version of it.
Okay, so
You're
yeah.
yeah.
That's interesting.
We're all changed our name to Ghana. We're all Marcus Garvey now. We're going back to Ghana. But definitely not least, I got the Queen, Miss P. Winnie B, crowned by Gem.
Ooh,
She's in the building. Ladies, get your lace fronts right. You know what time it is. Summertime, we're about to be
Where's the
popping.
camera?
Hold on, can you put a lace?
Where's the camera?
Can you put a lace front on my locks? We'll talk about.
I'm gonna have to study it, and then I'll get back to you.
I put weight on it. I can do everything. Oh wow. Okay.
I got you, girl.
Hey, but we're going to get the contacts later. Make sure you follow all of these lovely, beautiful ladies. We're about to have a great conversation.
I don't lie. I don't mean it.
Get into it.
But first and foremost, let's kick it off like this. Ladies, do women believe a man's profession matters within a relationship?
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Why? What makes you say that?
Does anybody want no broke nigga?
That's a simplified version of what we're all gonna say. You know,
I mean,
broke boys don't deserve no. Cardi B said it best. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly, to me, at my younger age, I would have dated a guy. You know, if he would just start up in his career.
Yeah.
But as I'm creeping, 3 years almost to my 30s, I don't want to be with a guy that I feel like is not ambitious enough to chase his career goals and things of that sort. My mom did not give birth to me to take care of no man.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, if you don't have it together, I know I don't have it together, but I'm aiming to get to where I want to go with God's help. But if you're literally sitting there and you're comfortable and content being, let's just say, an employee at McDonald's, that's a problem. You can be a manager at McDonald's. I would date you. It's not an issue, but that means you're progressing in the career field that you're in. But if you're stagnated as an employee, we can't work. It's not going to work.
That's she said what she said.
Winnie?
I mean, personally, I kind of agree with what you said, mostly because it's like not really about what you do exactly. Of course, your job affects our relationship, like how we bond and what we talk about, your point of view on things too. Your job definitely does affect our relationship, but in general, like, a man is going to be a man. If he wants to be a good man to you, he will be a good man.
Right.
So I've seen so many stories about like men that work minimum wage jobs but still provide for their entire family.
Amazing.
So
Amazing.
my dad too. My dad is constantly always at work. He's a security officer. He's always at work. But
so
he
you can get a man
provides
that's less than that.
Yeah.
Period.
cannot.
He set the example for you.
I totally agree with what both of them said. Like, if you're not elevating or growing in what you want to do, then there's nothing for us to talk about.
Of course.
Because I know that where my end goal is, I know where I want the dreams and goals that I want to achieve. So if you're not on that same level as me, like I said, there's nothing to talk about. Like she said, if you work at McDonald's, that's totally fine. You could be a manager at McDonald's. You making buku money.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, it doesn't depend. Like, you could be a manager for the security.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's not on where you work, it's just like where you see yourself heading to. So.
Exactly.
And also, if you think about it, we're at the tip of the iceberg of our lives, right?
Mm.
If you can't manage right now by yourself, imagine you adding a wife, you guys adding children to the equation. It's not going to work. So you have to look at it as, I don't want to make money that's enough for me. I want to make enough money that can take care of a family, because that's the end goal.
Right.
I mean, for me, I can only speak for me, right? I want a family. I hope God blesses me with a family one day. And I don't want to be, how do you say this? I don't want to be living paycheck to paycheck. You can be salary, but you can still be living paycheck to paycheck because you're waiting on, okay, next week Tuesday or next week Friday, I'm going to get paid and then I'm going to pay for that. No, I want to be my definition of financially stable in that, let's just say something happens to my car, I have a safety fund for that.
Right.
It's not, oh my God, I have to put in extra hours because I choose. Everything in life is a choice because I choose to work this job that's not taking me anywhere.
So that's the whole purpose why I asked this question, right? A couple months ago, I heard this thing on Instagram or on social media. I'll just put it out there, right? On social media about this young lady. She was like, she doesn't want to mess with a 9-to-5 guy, right? She doesn't feel like a 9-to-5 guy is able to meet her expectations and needs. So she only messes with scammers, drug dealers, people that have large abundance of money that can provide it to her at a moment's call. Hey, I'm short $3,000. Go ahead and send that. Do you feel like that's an acceptable profession? Because scamming could be a profession in a relationship.
I think it's your prerogative. First of all, that whole 9-to-5 thing is bullshit. I would date a guy that works a 9-to-5 any day. Mm-hmm. Why? Doctors work a 9-to-5. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? All the essential workers work a 9-to-5. Like, with this pandemic, it's taught us so much. You can have something today and it can be taken away from you like this. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not judging anybody that chooses to date a scammer. If I had it my way, I probably would. But I won't. You get what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. But like,
wait.
I'm just kidding. Oh my God, scratch that. Oh my God. Oh, just kidding. No, I'm really serious. Just kidding. But ultimately, you can't knock somebody's hustle. Hustle is hustle. Yeah. No matter how you get the money, if it's a 9-to-5, so be it. I know people that work 9-to-5 that make more money than people that have their own businesses and vice versa.
Right.
But the pandemic, like I was saying, has taught us so much in that, like, we honestly cannot sit here and say that anything is permanent. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there are people that thought their jobs were essential and they got laid off. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, that whole mindset, and people don't understand how these things like can cultivate in little kids' heads. Like, they can go up saying, oh my God, like, I remember somebody saying this, so I agree with them, so that's what it's supposed to be. That's ignorance. I honestly feel like you should look at what you deem as a bad 9-to-5. You get what I'm saying? If somebody's working an $8 an hour job, then you can go ahead and say that. But that's cool. But I know certain people that work a 9-to-5 that are living comfortable as hell. They can live with their girlfriends and not have their girlfriends pay for shit. And they still pay. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, wow, okay. All right. I know. No, but they can literally fend for their family with this 9-to-5. So just imagine how it makes people that work a 9 to 5. I work a 9 to 5 and I'm okay with it. Why? I'm living comfortable as hell, paying my loans. It's okay. Biden, if you hear me, please delete them.
Please forgive us, Uncle, please, because this is to get our hair.
Please forgive us.
What was your thoughts? Because I think you said something surprising off air.
I mean, personally, I was just like, I don't care what job you do. Because a scamming nigga can be stingy with his money.
Period.
Anybody can be stingy with their money.
First of all, technically, these scamming niggas really be having 9 to 5, so you really think about it.
They
really do, because they just be sitting on
they
their
don't
phone.
have 9 to 5. They have 9 to 9. They got to work around the clock.
They do.
You understand? They literally can't. When the money comes is when they gotta go.
Yeah,
you understand? Y'all could be on a date. You gonna follow him to where he gotta go.
That's true.
Period.
This is true.
So it's just one of those things. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
because literally, some scammers, their definition of money is not somebody else's definition of money. You understand what I'm saying? And their money is not consistent.
Fast money is good money.
It's not
Okay.
I
consistent.
learned that a long time
Fast
ago.
money jump.
Yeah, it's not. And who says that just because you're a scammer means you're coming about a lot of money or you have a lot of money in your account? Some of them don't even be saving the money because they're like, YOLO, I'm gonna be gone very soon. You understand?
No, it was just surprising because, like I said, what I was so alarmed by because I thought that women nowadays, right, one of the things that they look for is that consistency and that stableness within a relationship. If you have a man that's working a 9 to 5, right, you don't think that's consistent, legitimate money where you don't feel necessarily concerned about the well-being of yourself, the well-being of him, and what could possibly happen. So when I first heard that statement, I was like, wow.
Why made you
I
feel
was
a
just
certain way? You
saying-
can talk about it.
I was
This
just saying.
is gonna be therapy for you.
Yeah, because I said that, he was like, what? Like, when I said that, he was like, what? Because honestly, it is like, you know, as long as you're providing, but I didn't mean it like literally because I have never dated a scammer. I don't plan on dating a scammer.
Oh, sis.
Some girls would say like they're okay with that because of how much time that they can give them. You understand what I mean? Like, if you're with your drug dealer nigga, you can ride with him all day.
I'm not riding with him nowhere.
Some girls,
I'm not gonna go nowhere. I'm gonna love you from home. I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna hold you down.
we will
I'm
not.
not gonna
But
do that,
some
bro.
girls like to be
You
around
will
their
not
dude
risk
often.
my happiness.
Some girls like to be around their dude
One at a
often,
time.
you
one
know.
at a time.
And if he's at work, you can't be around him. I don't think like that personally. I don't really care about like being around you too often or whatever. As long as we're working towards what we need to work towards, I don't care about that.
There's some women really like that though.
Some women aren't
really
like that. Like
liking-
they always want to be around him. Like,
Oh no,
always.
that's really. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But like, as I got older and I have matured through my relationships, I like my personal space.
Yeah.
I want to miss you. Let me miss you.
Yeah,
we
we
can
come back together.
we can
have
live
something to
together.
talk about.
That's what I'm saying. We can live together
Because
when
like,
I'm
if
taking
you're
a
always
shower.
together,
Don't be
what are
taking
you
a
gonna
shit.
talk about?
Exactly.
So, on the flip side, right?
Thank you. I
On,
don't
on, the,
know.
on the flip side,
I don't know.
sometimes women can say, okay, you know what? Just kind of headed towards that relationship thing. Women can say, like, well, the reason why they don't have necessarily a man is because they're independent and they're working for themselves, right? Do you feel that men nowadays are intimidated by those independent working women?
No.
I don't want to be independent no more.
I
don't
don't.
wanna be
I really don't feel like
That's
they're
it.
intimidated. It took me a second to learn what really does intimidate a man, and it's not even like about like independence. Like it's just like if you're masculine, you know that if you're giving off like masculine vibes, like it's just like, all right, let me just leave you alone. Because somebody's like, oh, I don't need you. Da 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 da. You can be independent because a lot of people they like to see somebody that can thrive on their own. A lot of men like to see that. If you have your business or whatever, but no one wants to see like, oh, I don't need you. Da, 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 da. Like nobody wants that. Like you want to offer help, and then they just don't want to accept it or whatever. That's real. Yeah,
I think it's half and half. I think some men will actually want a woman to depend on them, and then you have the ones that are just like, okay, you got it. You say you got it, all right, but I'm gonna be there to help you along the way as well. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to say that. Like I said,
Some
I
don't
feel
wanna
like
accept
some
help. Some
of
women
them
don't
just don't
wanna
want to
accept
accept
help at
help.
all.
Exactly. So it's just like some might feel intimidated, but some then again might not. So it's just a 50-50. It just depends on who it is. I guess.
I don't even know if it's intimidation.
I think it's for the weak. I think it's for the
weak.
weak. I think only weak men are intimidated by women that are successful. It's okay.
Yeah,
We're not in our
yeah.
parents' generation anymore where the man has to come home and bring, the bread, be the breadwinner, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Because nowadays, the way houses are looking, you need 2 incomes to be paying for everything.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Women, that's actually the breadwinner.
Yeah, and that's perfectly fine. I want to be in the spoiled. I want to be independent, but I want my man to spoil me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I want to be with my man because I know that, I can be myself around him. I'm an alpha female. I can say that, and that, like, I know what I want and I know what I don't want. And if you don't give me what I don't want, it is what it is.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And
you have
it takes
to know
experience
what
for you to go through certain things for you to know these things.
Definitely.
But for something about insecure men just throws me off. It's something within you. It's not me. And then when they get a woman that's submissive, they start to control them. I don't know if you guys see that.
I have a
But
question.
like they control them.
What is the definition of an insecure man? Like, what would you define?
Oh, I can tell. I could go off of experience. Okay, period.
I don't have no experience. Go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry, hold on. I know I'm going off of it. Since you brought that up, I just wanted, okay, what is the definition?
Like a man that's mad that you make more money than him, he should be rooting you on because that money's coming. It's coming home to us.
Yeah.
What are you doing? If it's coming home to us, why do you feel intimidated by your partner? You shouldn't see it as an opposition. You guys are on the same team. We're working towards the same goal. You shouldn't ever feel intimidated by the fact that your girl is making more than you.
Right.
If a man feels that way, that's a problem. 1. 2, there's men that like you for who you are. You know what I'm saying? They say they like you for who you are. My experience is like, I was with a guy and he loved my character, who I was and everything. But once he got with me, he wanted me to change that about myself. And that was something that internally I was like, that's a young money, cash money, fuck no for me. I'm not doing that for nobody. I'm not doing that for nobody because it's like I'm not gonna lose myself while loving you. It shouldn't ever be that way. But that's another form of insecurity. Some people don't see it that way. Why don't you want me to be this person? Because you're scared or you're insecure that another man might find me the same way that you found me. That's psychologically how I break it down.
I think there's 2 things when I think about it like that, right? I think one, it comes from a future couch talk topic that we're going to have, which is misogyny and African culture, right? Men are raised to believe certain things, right? So they model the same behavior patterns. They model the same behavior patterns, right, that they were raised with. I would say, like, someone like my father, right? Most of you all know who my father is. Like, if you don't know, he's a popular guy within this community.
Right.
Thank you. We take it humbly. But what I mean by that is that what I saw was that a man that provided for his household, right? He not only for my household, he provided for other households. You see what I'm saying?
Wow,
so he's used to being
a legend.
He's used to being that guy that takes care of everything.
Right.
So my drive is to make sure that when I'm handling my business, I gotta handle it the same way, if not better. So what I mean by that is that men are trained, men do as they see, right? So their belief system is like, my father was the breadwinner. My father was the guy that handled all the responsibilities. My father was the one. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to take care of all of this. So if my girl makes more than me, I feel away a little bit, just a little bit. And it's not because
I think it's the African
mentality. That's what I'm saying. It's the misogyny.
But it shouldn't be like that though. Why don't we train our daughters to do the same so they don't depend on a man?
Well, to be honest, I don't know. I don't know. These are the questions for relationships.
I've seen a few relationships that, of course, the woman will earn more than the man, and most of them make it work, you know. But it's only an issue when she becomes disrespectful to him.
Yeah, like
it's only an issue when she starts to talk down on him. Because honestly, like, what love is to a man, what love is to a woman, respect is love to him. Yeah. So when you respect him, like, that's what he takes as love. Yeah. But once you start talking down on him,
deep. Yes, that's so
but once you start talking down on him and like acting like you don't need him or whatever, like men, I've learned that men like to feel needed. I don't know why, but they like to feel needed. So that's what I've learned. And Once
like
they feel unneeded.
I know, but you can stroke
Once
it.
they feel unneeded.
You can stroke it,
Yeah,
but
just stroke
don't
it.
stroke
Some
it
girl-
too much.
Some women, like, they'll just be like,
Push them
making
off.
him feel so unneeded.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of him being there?
No, but realistically speaking,
That's the only issues I see.
to me, speak for me. To me, I honestly feel like I don't need anybody.
Yeah.
It's just a good feeling to
You
know
don't
that
need
I
anybody.
have you
Yeah.
in my life to do this thing called life with.
Yeah.
You don't need somebody. And I feel like
Want,
sometimes when people put too much emphasis on the need part,
Most
the
definitely.
man feels like, oh, you can't do nothing without me.
Mm-mm.
That's not going to happen
You should
today.
never give
It's not
anybody
going to
that
do
power.
that today.
Never ever give.
That's just the
anybody that
difference
power.
between needs and wants. You don't need.
You don't need it.
Most
You just
definitely.
want.
You want
Most
it.
definitely.
And sometimes,
But it's like he just
Well,
you know if you don't accept anything or whatever, like
Mhm.
he just feels like he's just there.
yeah,
And then like the role disappears. Like for example, like my cousin's wife, she will like I never realized what she like why she was doing that. I used to be like, oh, she's just so clingy, da 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 da. But I realized that it was because she was like, you know, making him feel like, oh, this is where I can help out. Like throughout the house, like, oh, can you come do this? Or can you do this with the baby, this and that. Like making him feel a part of the family. Because once you don't ask him for nothing, or you know, like he's just a background character.
Yeah.
And then he would leave. He would disappear.
Yeah, but even if you don't have a family, let's just say you're an alpha female,
Mm-hmm.
there's a way to make your man feel wanted. You can be the boss on the outside, but when you come home,
it's like
make your man
yeah.
feel like he's that man.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I just feel like it's just one of those things. There has to be a balance.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just be a captain of the ship all the time. There can only be
Most definitely.
one in the family.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So I think we addressed a lot of issues, right? So let's say now we have all of these women who are making, you know, lots of money because at one point in time, that's what women wanted. They wanted to be working mothers,
Mhm.
right? Handle both responsibilities.
Mhm.
Do you feel like more women are looking to be working moms or stay-at-home moms?
Please, no, I want to work.
Oh no, I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom. My man could be a stay-at-home dad.
Thank you.
I will work. I
wanna
can do
work.
it. I don't know. I can't do it.
Yeah,
The thought of knowing that I'm like useless,
Yeah.
it makes me sick.
That. I mean, that's just how I personally I would want to go to work
Yeah.
because I've been raised to not depend on anybody.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, God forbid if something happens to my husband now,
What happened?
Right.
There's no money.
There's
Come on.
nobody because what he's being babysitter. Nah. So let me go. You know, do what I have to do.
But
At
give
the end of the day,
this
it's
scenario. Give this scenario, right? If your wife, let's just say your wife made more than you, double your pay, right? Let's just say 200K. You make 100K, whatever. And you guys have twins. Yeah? I'm talking to a man. You hear me?
I'm listening.
And, you know, they say that childcare is like your income. You understand? They said childcare is your income. So, what would you do? Would you be comfortable going to stay home with the kids and taking care of the kids, and maybe your wife can get you help and she goes to work? Let's just say maybe for the first 2 years, so you guys figure out, you know, how it's gonna go. Would you feel a certain way because she's suggesting like, oh baby, you know, I make, you know, enough for the both of us? Because technically, your income is hers double.
Right.
So you guys will be fine. You guys might just be missing out on 100K. You understand? That's your pay. But like, would you be comfortable if you wouldn't?
I would not.
That's messed up.
The only reason
messed
why
up.
it goes back to this pride thing. Honestly, I would not.
That's messed up.
I've been taught not to sit on my ass.
Okay, but
it's
I've
temporary.
been taught
It's temporary.
temporary or not. I've
But
been
would you want your
taught-
wife to do that?
I've
but
been
now,
conditioned
Would you want your wife to do that?
to sit on her ass. Me personally, I would want my wife to bring that extra additional. That's me
No,
personally.
but if you, let me tell you,
Mhm.
childcare in America,
it's not cheap.
Amazing Grace, is a lot. You understand?
Mhm.
So if you can still hold a substantial amount of money,
Mhm.
and that is her income, would you opt out and say, baby, no, forget that 200K. I'm gonna go to work for 100K and take care of all three of us? That's impossible, bro.
I wouldn't say all three of us. No, I would still get your 200K, right?
She can't work.
What you mean? You
That's
just
what I'm
said
trying to tell you.
200K.
Yeah, if I'm just saying is she can't work.
Mm-hmm.
Would you, since you say your pride won't allow you to stay home with the kids,
Right.
what you gonna tell her to do?
Go to work too. We can pay for
But
it.
she can't do that.
All right, then you handle the child care and I'll handle the other responsibilities of the home.
No, you handle the child. No, hell no.
I understand.
Oh, hell no.
You can't. No,
No,
if this,
you know,
talking
hell no.
about. This is a 50-50 partnership, right?
I'm really trying
Me
to
and my wife.
No.
This is
Who
me and
said,
my wife.
who said that?
No, I'm just saying. This is
No.
a 50-50 partnership.
No,
It's two of us, right? We have twins.
Wow.
We have twins.
there's not 50-50.
How is it not 50-50?
I don't. That's to you. Maybe
What's
your
the
relationship.
50-50? Wait, how
To
do
me,
you
it's
do this
it's
math?
80-20.
Hold on.
It's 80-20 partnership.
Wait.
What's the
Cheers,
50-50?
sis.
Math wasn't my strong suit.
Cheers.
Math was not my strong suit.
80-20. Thank you, Jesus.
Wait, so wait. Let me get this clear.
Wait, do your math.
Do your
Wait,
math. Go
Let me
ahead.
get my math. Let me get
Yeah,
this clear.
mhm.
Okay. My spouse
Yeah.
is making 200K.
Yeah.
I'm making 100K.
Mhm.
We have twins.
Yeah.
The both of us.
Mhm.
So as a household, we make 300K.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we have to be responsible for 2 children, right? Because Lord knows I want twins. Anybody that knows.
Oh, look at this. I'm speaking into
Hey,
your life. Amen.
Don't worry, it will happen. Right? In
Amen.
Jesus' name.
Amen.
So now,
When that's
me that's not lazy, that doesn't want to sit on my ass.
Mhm.
I will humbly go and make my 100K, knowing my boss, my bad boss bitch wife. I will call her, yes, bad boss bitch wife.
Period.
Triple
B.
Triple
That's
B's.
it. That's it.
She's making more than me, if not double. I'm pumping my chest.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my wife.
That's it.
That's it.
She's the man of the
Okay.
house.
Who?
But
I
that
don't
ain't
know
answer
about no
the
man. She doesn't
That
have
ain't answer the
anything
question.
swinging. So wait, no, I'm just making it clear.
Oh,
Just to make sure
Yeah,
I'm
he's just
saying
putting the scenario out.
Okay, so great.
Mhm.
Auntie, I'll pay for the house
Yeah.
because of my pride.
Mhm.
I'll pay for the bills
Period.
because of my pride.
That's it.
But if you have questions regarding childcare,
Uh-huh.
go and buy your groceries.
No.
Go and pay.
Wait,
No,
wait.
I'm not doing.
50-50.
No, that's what I'm
No.
saying.
50-50.
Oh, amazing.
I married you. You married me.
No, you married
I can
her.
divorce you and take
And
half your
she
pay.
can divorce you.
And take half my pay.
Are you
And
over
leave
here?
me. I'm just saying.
It's getting hot in here.
I'm
Because I
just
cannot
saying.
do this.
I'm just saying.
Can you imagine? You divorce somebody.
I'm just saying.
You divorce somebody for
Oh my God, I need a fan.
You divorce the
Wait,
mother
you
and
make-
your children
you make
for
more than
100K.
me.
Let's take a
You
break.
make what?
So you divorce the mother and your children for 100K.
Kevin Federline did it. Kevin Federline did it.
Who is that? I don't care about him.
That's Britney Spears.
Who is that?
Baby
Where is he
father.
now?
He's useless.
Where is he now?
Making child support checks off of Britney's
Guys,
kids.
even making my contact roll out my eye, man.
I'm hot.
I'm just saying.
Can we get a fan?
I'm just saying.
Jesus is Lord. Is it
I'm
winter?
just saying.
Oh my God.
You asked me a
I
question.
should not
I
understand
answered.
what you're
No. What happened right now?
Charles.
It's giving me a heart attack. What did you say?
Give me health palpitations.
All you said was she gonna take care of the. Hold on. She gonna take care of the groceries and the child care.
You said you want
The
me to
child
say,
care is
Come
her
on,
whole
come on.
paycheck.
but
Hey.
Angela.
Can you imagine?
Which chapter is that?
No, I'm telling you though. That's how much
Come on.
it is.
But no,
I didn't give it a child back
the
to God.
question.
Like,
Time
I
out,
understand.
time out. The question was phrased in the event that what would I do? She's making more money than me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Either I'm gonna
You
sit
divorce
on my
her.
ass. Either I'm gonna sit on my ass and not do anything. She's gonna be responsible because she makes more than me, or I'm gonna handle some responsibilities, and where I cannot pick up, she will have to pick up the slack. That's all I'm saying.
No, just because you stay at home does not necessarily mean you can't work. Let's stay there. No, I'm just saying. As a man, right? You say your pride.
Mhm.
You can pick up a business, or you
Of
can
course.
start a business,
Mhm.
or
Of course.
you get me?
Of course.
So you're not gonna sit there. You're gonna watch your wife go out every day, but it's something inside of you is gonna be like, damn, bro,
Give me that drive.
she's doing. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
understand.
you might find a temporary position, like a remote position, something that you can do
I understand.
to also bring in income. But
Those-
this 50-50 thing you're saying, you understand? I don't get.
I'm just saying. No, I'm saying, right? We entered into this relationship together, right?
Mhm.
Off bucks. It should be 50-50.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Who said
So why
that?
do you believe that?
Who
What happened
said
to
that?
that whole
Wait,
song, my father knew
no,
this,
no,
da-da-da-da-da?
no,
I'm
This
still in that
50-50
belief. No, I'm still in that
What's
belief.
this 50
I can handle. No, I can handle my responsibilities. I'm talking purely based off this scenario.
Yeah.
You said my wife makes more than me,
More than you.
right? She
Right.
makes 200K.
Yeah, you make
Child
100.
support is not cheap,
That's it.
right? I make 100K, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Child care. Yeah.
I'm paying as many bills. I'm paying the rent.
You pay everything.
I'm paying the bills, right?
Yeah, because I'm outside.
If I cannot meet the childcare, who else can I look to handle that responsibility?
Your wife.
Okay. So what is that not 50-50? Okay.
You're not
That's
working.
not 50-50.
What do you mean it's not 50? If I'm handling the
No,
house for
if
you to sleep, if I'm handling the bills,
So how is that 50-50 though?
you know how much groceries cost in a month?
$250 to $300.
That's up to you. That's to you. That's to you. You know how much kids
Even went through, even carry those children.
Yo,
You're talking.
But my wife is making more than me.
Yeah,
I'm just going based off this
I get
scenario.
what you're saying. Your wife makes more than you.
I'm just
What I'm
saying.
saying is, this is what I was thinking in my head. What I wanted you to say,
Mhm.
that you will find something. Understand?
She wanted
I wanted you to
You
say.
No, because it's a trick question. Because I've asked my dad this before, and my dad told me that he will find something to do. He knows like whatever, but he will start a business, something. You understand what I'm saying? He said even still.
I didn't know that.
That's the hustler's mentality.
Yeah, he even said that he would
Okay.
even start his own daycare and make that money that his wife is supposed to be paying. You understand what I'm saying? No, but
It's
if
hustler's mentality.
but you're not
I get you.
listening.
Mhm.
If she's going to work
Mhm.
and you're staying home to watch the kids,
Mhm.
nobody's paying for childcare.
Right.
That money is null and void.
Okay.
It doesn't exist.
Mhm.
You
But
understand?
but the childcare still goes into food. It still goes into clothes.
Yeah, but she can handle that. But you saying if
What
you
am I
go
saying?
to work, if you will go to work,
Uh-huh.
and then if she was to go to work, you will handle the majority, and she will handle the child
Where
care.
I can't pick up. That's what I'm saying. The areas where I can't meet or pick up because she's making more than me, then I will go.
Pick up
But-
the child care. That's what you need to pick up.
Okay.
That's it.
That's all I'm saying.
That's it.
Just pick up where I cannot meet. But me, my pride, me,
We're not allowed
Me.
to stay home.
hey, God. If my wife is making 200K, by God, by hook or by crook, I must find a way to make more than her. I must.
Why?
Hey!
I must.
This has
I
changed.
must.
This
I must. There's no way.
The truth has come out
There's
today.
no way.
The
There's no
truth
way.
has come
I'm
out.
too-
You
I'm-
literally just said, did you hear this guy?
Go ahead.
He said, I will be okay. Now he said, I must find a way to make more than
I
her.
must.
You
I
know,
must. No, I
listen.
will.
When
I
I am.
must.
But
That's
why?
me personally.
But
I think
why?
that's a
That's
hustler's
me.
mentality.
That's me.
That's a hustler's
That's
mentality,
me.
period.
Like I said,
He's
I'm
gonna
going
meet her.
big. I'm
He's
going
gonna meet her
based off
halfway.
of what I've seen.
Mhm.
Me, I don't sit on my ass.
Mhm.
I will find a way.
Period.
I understand what you're saying,
Mhm.
but even outside of that, right?
Mhm.
To God, I swear, it's only gonna motivate me to want to do better. for
Period.
myself.
I mean, yeah.
That's all I'm trying to
But
say.
what if you can't?
Exactly. Then what happens then?
No such thing.
No, he can't. What if she's a doctor?
And she's making more.
What you gonna do?
Go back to school to be a doctor too.
So
But that's more loans. That's now more loans, and that's more money you have to pay back.
I see this scenario.
I already have a master's. I already have a master's. Getting a doctorate is just 1 to 2 years.
Wow,
Okay?
amazing
It's
grace.
okay.
Oh, this one not saying.
Don't worry. Let's just move on. Let's just
This
move on.
really just blew
Let's
my
just
mind.
let's
Yo,
just
he
cancel.
ended it
You
and
said
just
that.
basically
You
said,
said. You
he
said.
said, fuck
And I
the
want
scenario.
everybody to listen to this. So when they edit this thing, he
That's
said you
it. I
must
can't
find
show my
a
mom
way
this video.
to make more than his wife.
People are cussing. I can't show my mom no more.
Please go ahead.
He said, by thunder, by fire, I will make more than that's
They
it.
heard it. I make sure that
This
they
is what
heard
I like. This
Next question.
wow, amazing. No, that's good though. This was really good exercise. I like it.
Let's move on.
Quan, 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 quan. Next question. Quan, quan, quan.
What qualities do women believe they bring into a relationship?
Fucking everything.
Hey, explain, elaborate.
You know what? Let me stop doing these impulsive answers because the last time I did that, I was, anyways.
You got in trouble because in all stages, you're what? You're doing what?
Fucking.
Hey,
You're fucking.
in all stages. But that's not the question.
Hold on, she's
We'll get
fucking.
back. Don't worry, we'll get back to that.
Lord.
Hey, yes. What qualities do you bring into? What qualities do women bring into a relationship outside of sex and cooking? What qualities?
What if you
do
don't-
women
I hate
bring
this question.
into a
I don't
relationship?
know. I just really don't like this question.
Why don't you like the question?
It's just so idiotic.
It's broad. Every woman is
It's
different.
beyond
Yeah, every woman is
And
different.
it's just broad. I mean,
the men are just trying to know because
the men
are
that's
slandering
the thing
y'all.
is like, why do you have to ask that? Like, why can't you just see the value of a woman in general? Then you guys are sitting here wondering if
she's worthy or she's deserving of what I have, little thing that I have to
Can
give.
I answer this question?
Like, that's the thing. I don't understand. Like,
Can I
I've
answer this
had
question?
multiple people. I've had this conversation
Because
so many times.
In the same breath,
This is
right?
the
You
first
just
time
told
I've
me
ever heard
I
that.
must pay for everything.
That's it.
It's money, 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 money. So the value that I think that I'm bringing is financial stability.
In Como.
So a woman can't do that either.
No, but
I'm just saying,
hold on, but
because
let
you're
me
expecting me
finish
to pay for
But
it.
let me finish. The thing is, like,
Am
if
I
you are
really-
getting to that point of your relationship, if you're comfortable with doing that, that means you have determined that this woman is valuable to you.
Yeah. That's if you
Like,
want
why do
to.
you have
I'm
to
not
ask
forcing you
again?
to do it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you have to ask?
But
me
not
if
even
you
that.
determine
Not-
that
saying
she's
for
valuable.
these
to
But
you,
even if you're
at least
bringing
it's
that,
worth it.
even if you're bringing that to the table, that's cool. Who bears the children, bro?
But
Let's come
Not
back.
even just bears the
No,
children.
let's talk
It's
about
different
you.
because nurtures the children. I have 6 younger ones, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, just this past week, I was just like, yo, like, this is insane.
Mhm.
They all need individual nurturing. You have to pay attention to each
Yeah.
one.
Attention.
Only a woman can have, like, can
And
do
imagine
that much.
your mom getting pregnant 7 times. Shall it?
Actually, my father's polygamous.
Can you?
Oh, my father's actually polygamous. But the
Okay.
thing is just like,
Wow.
just all those children. My stepmom is the one that she's, you know, in general, she's nurturing them. And it's me and my older sister when she's not there, which is mostly me actually when neither of them are there. It's mostly me. And it's like, men don't, I'm not trying to like fault you guys or whatever, but it's just our own natures. Women are just more nurturing, period.
Oh
More
no,
attentive,
I think
period.
I'm different.
Okay,
Well, to your children?
To the extent where
To
like
children?
I would never sit there for a man to leave me with kids. Let me tell you this. I would much rather. I just want to flip the script a little bit. I want to come to this life to make a change. You understand? No man is gonna be leaving me with no damn kids.
Oh no,
I'm gonna
understand
leave
that,
you
but I'm
with
just
the
saying,
kids,
like,
and
no,
I'm gonna pay
of
child
course.
support.
Oh,
Period.
really?
Period. I'll do it.
Really?
I'm gonna teach you something, and that is you got me fucked up. That is what I'm teaching you. No, think about it.
Just think about your children. Like,
No, I
just
know. I'm
as a
thinking
mother,
about my kids.
Just as a
But
mother,
you're still
like,
gonna see. You're gonna still see your kids, right? Why is it that? Why is it normal? Why is it a norm that men, right, that help make these children, just because we carry the children, does not mean that we're the only ones that made the kids. You understand?
See, but remember how earlier I said that my cousin, like, she made me like really think about that when she would constantly be involving him. You understand what I mean?
But
You
even
have
if
to
you
involve
try,
him.
some men,
Some men
if they
can
don't
just-
want to,
yeah, some men if
Charlie,
they don't want
it's
to.
over for
Yeah,
you.
You can't
that's
make
it.
It's over for you.
You need to be really like, just you need to really discern who you're having children with.
Period.
That's number one.
Very
But
well.
at the same time, it's like when you have your partner, you should know how to involve each other, how to partner equally. You understand? You need to know how to partner equally. The woman, she has things that men cannot do. Men have things that women cannot do.
Period.
This still doesn't explain what qualities y'all bring to it.
But the qualities, I think, is
Everything.
everybody's qualities in a woman is different.
Very different.
Like, for
Some
an
things that some
example,
people need is different.
for an example, like there's certain qualities about me that you will probably hate, but another man is going to love. You
Yeah.
understand? Everybody's different in their wants.
Yeah.
So it can't be one broad answer, like, or one specific answer, let me say, that, oh, men are looking for this, that in a woman before they decide to know. Everybody's path is different. Everybody's wants is different. Like how we were talking about the scammers. A girl might want a scammer nigga, and a scammer nigga might want a clingy girl. You understand? Whereas you want a girl that has something going for her, that's going towards something. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not something that we can specify right now amongst us three.
I feel like that's
Depends on the
I
guy.
see what you're saying, but that's also like kind of like different from the qualities. In general, I feel like we bring care. Like, you know, a woman in general will push you to want to do better. You know what I mean?
But some
Like, she'll push
men
you
are
to
better
want to do
nurturers than women. I've seen it.
Really?
I've seen it. I've seen some men that would rather wake up and tend to their children and allow their wives to sleep. Some men are just like that.
Yeah, someone
You know
like that.
what
My
I'm saying?
cousin is like that.
Yeah.
He adores his baby.
Yeah.
My cousin's like
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
He cooks and everything.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin is like that. He was
That's
just
a
like,
man.
oh no, babe, I got it. Like everything, he works, he cooks,
cleans.
Yeah,
all
you
of it.
see,
He
that's
does
the qualities that some
and he
men are
enjoys
looking
it.
for in a woman.
I don't know what he was looking for from his woman. I don't
Exactly.
know
So are people
personally,
supposed to
but
earn
he found it. So
Woo, Jesus Christ.
Hey, take your time.
So our
we don't have insurance.
Hi, my uncle. Okay, so like with that being said, the qualities, right? So how would you want us to go about it? Or say, for example, would you be like, if you meet somebody, what are you gonna be like? Hey, oh, my name is Charles. Oh, my name is so so. So, what qualities do you have? Or these are qualities that I'm looking for in a woman. So, do you have it? Like, how would you? How
If
would
you
you want to go
don't,
about it?
let's
The-
cut
the
out
reason-
that.
I feel like you have to determine
So,
that over time.
Make it make sense.
The reason why I asked this question, right, is because I feel like a lot of times I've been seeing a lot of men. Personally, I have one person that I truly dislike, and he goes by the name of Kevin Lewis. I dislike his thoughts, his approach, and everything.
The guy that be talking down on women.
I really
Me,
hate that
Kevin
guy.
said-
That one,
I
the one
haven't-
that be very vulgar,
Kevin
the one that be
Samuels.
wearing suits thinking
I don't know.
he's doing
I don't
something.
even acknowledge
But-
you.
but-
don't acknowledge
wait.
people like that.
But
Yeah.
wait.
Don't acknowledge
The reason
people like
why I asked that question is because I feel like he's took it to the next level where a lot of men are now asking that question where I don't feel like they were asking that question before. Like you all are saying, I'm in agreement with you. I feel
But
like
he's
each
very
woman,
clearly gay.
I feel like each
Like-
woman, each
Very clear.
person or each woman has her own distinct qualities that
Yeah.
make a man like them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Angela pointed out, there may be some things that from Angela I may not like, but from another person I may like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just really depends. And I don't feel like you can speak for
Everybody.
men as a whole
Mhm.
to say that, well, this is because you have this particular trait or this particular quality, that's why men won't be with you, or that's the reason why you're
You're
saying. I 1000%
110%
disagree with that.
correct. And he be talking like he's dated every woman on the block.
He's
Bro.
been divorced twice, sitting here and telling
Like,
things
can you
to women,
imagine? People
trying
can
to
just
demean-
take social
like
media
that.
and try to just spreading lies, spread the lies, and just be
Yeah.
therapists
So wait, he
and
was
they didn't
divorced
go
twice?
for.
He's been divorced twice. That's what I'm saying.
His
He's
wife
gay
called him
because
out.
obviously you hate women.
She called
You
him
hate
out.
women if you are sitting here and trying so hard to break
Tear
them
them down.
down.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine?
That means you hate women. You're gay,
No.
straight up. Like that's what it is to me.
I don't know what his.
I don't know.
Personal-
I've only
It's
watched
just
this
annoying
because
because
it's crazy
like-
because I had a conversation with somebody about this not too long ago, and I seen a video that he did, and in a way, I was like, okay, maybe he's speaking on behalf of what some of the men are thinking or whatever. But at the end of the day, I think it's more about his delivery. He's very abrasive. He's very rude when he goes about it. So it comes down as And like. some But then men I'm agree. not saying what he's doing is right because I've seen those videos and it's just like
Some men agree because those are things that they want to say but they can't say.
exactly.
And because I feel like some men be butthurt because women look for qualities in men. Like they don't want a man that, like what you said, they don't want a man that works a certain job or holds a certain, place
Everyone
in the
has their own
world.
standards.
Everybody has their standards, but it's subjective to each individual.
Yeah, and
It's not like, you know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, why do people act like it's so hard to find these things out? You learn people over time.
right.
And if it just doesn't work out,
You,
then it doesn't
you
work
learn
out,
people
yeah.
over time. Like I don't understand why it's so hard to figure
It's
out.
hard. It's hard, sis.
Why is it
Because
but why?
some men, their way of getting to know a woman is by sleeping with them, and that's the problem. You can never get to know a woman. You talk to her for 2 hours, y'all going fuck, and you think y'all are gonna what's happening? It's not gonna work.
Some of
like
them
that.
don't care about anything after. Some of them
Can you
don't care
imagine?
about
Yeah, that's what I'm
anything
saying. So
And
with
that's
that-
fine.
Well, what
But
about
I'm
the
talking
men?
about,
What about the
in
men
general,
that feel?
Ladies,
when you're
we
trying
have
to
a
get-
whole.
Oh, sorry, we're stuck on that.
Hey,
But I'm
Let's
You
saying,
take
can
our
tell.
time.
You can tell it hurts us. We don't like that.
No,
personally, I
like
feel
that.
like you can learn these things over time. Like recently, I've had somebody ask me that question, and it depends what kind of situation that
The
you
qualities
guys.
questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
It depends what kind of situation you guys are going towards. That's number one, and number two, you learn these things over time. Like it's not like, oh, are you nurturing? Boom. Oh,
Can you
Can you cook? Boom.
I will just say this.
Oh,
I think-
actually, do you know how to, suck it from the back? Like, it's not these
Oh,
things that
Jesus,
you ask
Lord.
straight up.
Well, I didn't
It's not
expect
these
that.
things that you
Okay.
ask straight up. You
Yeah, she's
figure
but-
them
but
out.
what
You
she's
figure
saying-
them
but
out
what
or
you're
you
saying
test
is
people.
100%
The way I
true.
find out things with men, I test them. I don't really I don't play. If somebody asks a question about playing, I don't play. It's just test, or you're just trying to discern or see something real quick. I'm just trying to see something real quick.
So you don't waste your time.
Yeah, you just.
Honestly, I do
Check it.
agree. I do agree that qualities, traits and things like that, they do take time to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And I think sometimes men are not aware of what they actually are looking for within a woman. They just see an attractive. I'm not. I'm,
But
you know
that's
what?
you're right.
That's
Continue. That's continue. But it's like, why are you doing that?
Continue.
What do you want from her? Why
Like
are
I
you
said,
pushing her?
I think sometimes what pushes men or what drives men is a little different from what drives women.
Drives women.
Most definitely.
So at the end of the day, we're just trying to look for what we find.
You guys are
compatible with
hunters.
any-
That's your job.
That is true, but it's what did you expect from that encounter? That's my question. That's why I always ask them.
Because that
when somebody approaches me, okay, whatever.
Don't waste my time.
introduce
Because at the end of
yourself.
the day,
Exactly.
if you know what you want to do, if you see me in the club or something like that, and then you just be like, oh yeah, I'm trying to fuck. What? Like, state your intentions. Don't be like, oh, okay, I'm trying to
He
get to
did
know
say
you,
his
and then so-
intentions.
Yes,
It
but
depends on the way you say it.
Exactly.
It
You know what I'm
depends on the way you
saying?
say it.
Like,
I just want
never
to.
come
You
out
can say I
with
just want a casual
Ladies.
relationship.
Some guys would.
Let's
Some guys
let's
yeah.
save some of this for episode 2, please.
Oh,
We're running
yeah.
out of
We only
film.
episode-
We're
oh,
running out of
Oh
film.
damn.
Oh,
Please,
we gotta
please.
wrap this up.
Ladies,
Sorry, damn.
many questions have been asked.
Damn, Danielle.
These ladies came hot and
They're
ready.
prepared.
Hey,
You
You
need
gotta-
to, my thing is, you need to know what you want. Where's the microphone? You need to know what you want when you're approaching a woman.
Hey.
That's number one. You need to know what you expect from that outcome. Because after that, whatever you're asking or whatever, you sound stupid. You're just gonna sound stupid if you don't know.
well, this has been the first episode of the Couch Talk. I'm joined by lovely, lovely guests. Tutu babies in the building.
Ooh.
Tutu baby,
I'm here.
Ooh.
the queen of Ghana.
And she's Ghanaian
And
too.
a half.
She'll know it.
Oh,
This is
Jesus.
Ghanaian too. She'll know it.
Queen Angie. I won't call her by her
Aqua.
real
What is
God-given name. Because you were born on Wednesday?
Yeah.
She was born on a Wednesday hump day.
Ow.
And of course, the lovely Winnie.
Ow.
Come on now.
Winnie the Pooh.
Ooh, that's cute though.
That's what it says.
That's cute.
But that's the thing that you want
Sis
to do.
said
I don't
her
know.
frontal is the leg is melted. Show the melt. Show the melt.
Period. sis.
Yeah.
Get
Yo.
into
It's
it.
the melt for me.
This has been the Couch Talk, stuck in the middle. We're here.
Ow.